Let's bring them on, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, my people, and welcome to the Sn95 Power channel. We got the transmission down and the torque converter out. So we're going to do a little time lapse on what I had to do in order to get this down and show you how easy it is. Well, it's easy to me because I've taken this thing down maybe 6 or 7 times by myself. So enjoy the video.
DJ Eli, let's go.
So I have the converter out, and I believe I have enough room where I don't have to pull this transmission out all the way. It's on the transmission jack right now, where I can just pull this front pump off and be able to access the intermediate clutches. So I'm gonna try to do it under the car. It's not hard pulling those intermediate clutches out. You know, you just need like a little scribe or something to pull them out individually. But I think I might look at getting a new flex plate. If I can show you the back side of this, you'll see that the flex plate is a little marked up because my inspection plate, or my block plate, the first one I had was a little bent and it was rubbing up against it. But yeah, not a hard time dropping this thing. I've dropped this transmission so many times. I've become pretty persistent at it. And shout out to my guy KSD Notch for letting me use this transmission jack. Makes this a world of a difference doing this as far as stability, dropping this transmission. So let me pull this Roadrunner converter out and let me talk about what I'm going to do with it. All right, so we got our 2 torque converters side by side, and I can tell you just first off, like this section of the Circle D is bigger than this section of the Roadrunner. Now the overall height from the base to this snout is the same, but you know, this is just beefier, and as opposed to this one. Now I'm not sure if that has something to do with the clutch disc buildup, or honestly I don't know, but that's just one thing that I noticed right away. As far as the circumference of these things, I think the Circle D is a little bit bigger than this. I think this is 10 inch, and It's 258 millimeters or whatever that the equivalent to in inches. The biggest thing is if you turn this on this side, you'll see this plate. I'm going to call it a plate or cover. Let's just call it cover. This cover is just a single piece. This is like one forged piece where you have like some weld right here. I guess this would be a front cover too, or a plate, whatever. But you have just one weld right here connecting these two pieces. You flip it over. There's no welding on this back side of this. This is just one solid piece. And is that for strength, rigidity? I don't know, but it looks badass, and I'm sure there's a good reason for it. Whereas the Roadrunner, you can tell this is two pieces. This is more of an adapter to fit the automatic. I don't even think this core might not even be a Ford core. This core might be off of a Chrysler or a GM, but basically they use this ring right here as an adapter to fit the flex plate for a Ford. And by doing so, you see it's welded. This is like a three pieces. You have a weld right here, a weld right here. It's welded right here too. So definitely a visually a contrast between these two converters. And the biggest thing is this is a single clutch, this is a triple clutch. Now I can't say this wasn't a horrible converter. My car from a roll these last 2 years, it was still pulling good, but from a dig it was slipping. It's supposed to lock pretty much as soon as it leaves first gear, and it just started slipping too much, and I think that's just attributed to too much power getting thrown to this, a single clutch, not a quality clutch material for the horsepower level being thrown at it. Now don't get me wrong, there are some naturally aspirated guys. This one guy, Danny the 2 valve, has cut a 1.7 60 foot with this torque converter. He's naturally aspirated, so obviously it's a little bit different comparison, but it just tells you that this can be a fairly capable torque converter under the right conditions. For me, it just wasn't a good match. So in an actual speaking of another for Danny the 2 valve, he has a Sn95, and he's got a YouTube channel with some good content. Like, I'm not trying to corner the market in this Sn95 platform. I just want the platform to grow, and it doesn't matter who is leading leading the way to expand the platform on social media, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. So I just wanted to get out there, and whether it's me, I have no problem shouting out to somebody else. 4.6 Savage is another guy who's got a 4.6 Mustang, and he has a good YouTube channel. I think Horseplay Motoring. There's a couple other guys, I just can't think of their names right now, but definitely check out some of these other guys' YouTube channels, and there's enough content from everybody to for subscribers to go around. Everybody's doing something a little bit different, and everybody has different builds and ideas of what they want to do with their car. So that's that's the cool thing about this. And if you look at the Fox Body guys, there's like a handful of Fox Body guys who's got great content out, and they're all shouting out each other. And like Blue Over Media, he shouts out Foxcast all the time, and Brutal. I'm not too familiar with all those Fox Body channels, but You know, my guy KSD Notch at Blue Open Media, he tells me about all the Fox Body stuff, and they're supporting each other. Neo Mustang, they're all shouting out each other, and so I don't feel that it has to be some cutthroat competition on the Sn95 side. So definitely check out these other channels and subscribe to them, and let's just make this Sn95 platform bigger than what it is. It's hard finding like some good content for Sn95 stuff on YouTube, but if you look up some Fox Body stuff, it's just like pouring out of the computer or your cell phone. It's so easy to find. So that's what I would like to see one day is the Sn95 platforms, our YouTube channels, be just as big as some of these Fox Body channels. So I definitely let's talk about this converter and what I'm going to do with it. So there's a guy out in Arizona. His Instagram is at Torque Converter Rebuilders, and he does very good work rebuilding all kind of torque converters. He does in-house triple disc setup. He sells like a bullet version of torque converters, and I'm going to send this out to him to have him rebuild this Roadrunner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it away. So whoever wins it, you don't have to pay shipping. It's going to be rebuilt. It's going to be like a brand new torque converter, and it's going to be yours just for supporting me. But the caveat is I want to do it live on YouTube, and I can't go live on YouTube until I get 1,000 subscribers. So once I get 1,000 subscribers, this will go out to some individual for free. If you have a AODE, this will fit an AODE, this will fit a 4R70W. It doesn't matter what year 4R70W that you have, it will fit it. The AODEs, I believe 94, 95 are the only 2 years. Sorry about that, running my mouth too much, camera went dead, so we're giving this away. Like I said, whoever wins it, it will come to you at no cost. I need 1,000 subscribers on YouTube first because I want to do a live video of the giveaway for this, and this will be the first of a couple of giveaways that I have planned. So definitely subscribe, make sure you get an alert, because as soon as I get close to that 1,000 mark, I will give the details on how the giveaway is going to go. So I appreciate your time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check out my Instagram page. If you want a feature on my Instagram page, send me a DM. And again, thank you for your time, and God bless.